Fentanyl, a drug when used for medical purposes, can ease severe pain. However, its abuse can lead to serious breathing problems or death. Fentanyl is easily available and it's now becoming a source of major concern for the narcotics department. WION's correspondent Susan Tehrani reports from New York. Listen in.
The leading cause of preventable death among Americans between ages 18 and 45 isn't traffic accidents, suicide, or gun violence. It's fentanyl overdoses, where as little as 2 milligrams of the synthetic opioid can be lethal. It's 100 times more potent than morphine. Almost all of the fentanyl entering the United States comes from Mexico, smuggled by Mexican drug cartels across the southern border. And with the chaotic influx of migrants pouring in due to this administration's lax border policies, thousands of pounds of deadly fentanyl is also trafficked into the country. Robert Almonte is a Texas-based security consultant and former deputy chief of the El Paso Police Department. He says Border Patrol agents are overwhelmed without much support from the federal government.
You have a lot of experience with the narcotics division in law enforcement, decades. How is fentanyl made in Mexico, and what is the China connection?
Well, there's definitely a big China connection, and actually that's where all the precursor chemicals are coming from China. And my hat's off to DEA because they've increased their efforts in targeting the precursor chemicals that are coming out of China. I believe last year they seized 2,000 pounds of precursor chemicals.
Fentanyl is so deadly because it is pressed into pills made to look like Xanax, Adderall, or oxycodone, or mixed into other drugs to increase their potency. Meanwhile, fentanyl-tainted pills bought on social media apps like Snapchat and TikTok have caused drug deaths to soar among youths. These pills are now easily available to anyone with a smartphone, including minors.
And the people that are selling these drugs, these pills, they don't come out on Facebook and say, hey, you want to buy some fentanyl or oxycodone? They have like emojis that they use that are codes for the different drugs. And then once that gets the interest of the buyer, then they start communicating secretly through like Snapchat or something like that. And they order it and the pills are delivered straight to their door at their home. I mean, it's just so easy to get fentanyl nowadays that it's a very, very alarming. So this is something that needs to be addressed on all fronts, China, Mexico, and our border. But I think more importantly, I think the parents need to get more involved in the lives of their children and quite frankly, get in their business.
By using technology to further their operation, Almonte says Mexican drug cartels pose one of the biggest threats to U.S. national security. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.